Hey everybody, and welcome back to Crypto Kings, and it's time we talk a little bit more about Dogecoin. And man, this thing has been going absolutely crazy over the past day, as you guys all know. And we have some major news that's going on that I did want to talk with you guys about today. And man, look at this daily graph. Like I said in my last video, man, we're establishing new support lines in places I never thought possible. If you look at the 1 day here, I mean, we're establishing support at 55 cents here for a little bit, and now it is just charting uncharted territory. It really is amazing. And again, we're really testing a 0.65 support line here, which would be ridiculous. But again, it's a little too soon to tell, but these are just some lines that Doge appears to be testing. Again, we kind of hung out around the 35-cent range for a little while, but absolutely crazy stuff to look at. Again, we're looking at the volume traded has been just ridiculous, up 102.77%. The market cap, again, is going up even more. And again, this is in comparison to the past 24 hours, which is just absolutely amazing stuff. It is hard to believe. If you take a look here at the circulating supply, we have 129,475,242,000, which is absolutely unbelievable. Now, I want to talk about a couple of current events that I think you guys should know, because these current events have definitely been changing the tide for the future of this currency. A reminder before I get to this, guys, if you want to get started trading Dogecoin, check out my Robinhood link in the description. Of course, if you click that link, we both get a little bit of a free stock or a free crypto, as well as if you'd like to make a Coinbase account, the link is also in the description. So if you guys want to get started, you know what to do. Use my links down below, and again, we both get a tiny bit of free crypto, so why not, right? So the number one thing I want to talk about here is Gemini. This is a crypto exchange here which has been around for a while. They've, October 2014, they've been around for a while. They're a pretty reputable, well-established place. I would say they're probably well in the top 10, maybe, crypto exchanges, and they have finally listed Doge, which is absolutely awesome. Again, you deposit it here. They do a little bit more information here on their blog. And yeah, they basically are establishing that this cryptocurrency is no joke. And that's really been the biggest test for Dogecoin at the moment, is that even with, a 5 billion minting every year, which they say, its money supply is predictable, but still, that's an awful lot of Doge just being a ridiculous amount minted. That still really isn't affecting much. That still really isn't changing the way that these prices are working. And like I've said, it shows you that just because there is a lot of dilution in the supply, that really doesn't mean much. That really means that not much is changing. In the end, we're looking at a really new wave, a completely new generation of currency that is really worth whatever people say it is, which is just unbelievable. So this is Gemini here again. They're listing it, and they have something phenomenal, which I like on their page as well, which includes staking. Now, you get 7.4% APY, which is more than the national average interest rate by a lot, which I'm sure most of you guys know if you are interested in staking cryptocurrency. What's really cool is there are a bunch of different cryptos which you're able to stake. I don't think Doge is on here yet, but if Doge were to be added, this would be absolutely ridiculous. Now, if you guys don't know what staking is, this is definitely worth thinking about. And again, if Doge gets added here, I would definitely take this up on its opportunity. The way staking works basically is like giving yourself a dividend. What you're doing is you're giving yourself a projected compounded daily increase every single year. This is a lot better than a lot of banks. This is a lot better than a lot of stocks. I mean, most stocks don't have, a 7.4% dividend yield. And even, again, the other one's 4%, 3.29%. I mean, these are all generally pretty good, even compared to a lot of stocks. Now, again, I definitely would be careful with staking. I've heard a lot of things about staking. I currently stake VRA or Veracity, which is a great crypto, one of my favorite projects as well. But I definitely would be a little bit careful with staking, be a little bit careful with things. Again, I know if an exchange goes under, or if an exchange, sort of kind of kicks the bucket, your staking might be a little down the drain. I would worry about that if it was a sort of illegitimate crypto, but Gemini seems to be pretty legitimate, and again, this particular exchange here appears to be more legitimate than a lot of other exchanges. So Gemini, awesome stuff. They're adding Dogecoin. And again, if there's a way they're able to add Dogecoin to the staking program, that would be fantastic. But again, man, featured in New York Times, Bloomberg, Wall Street Journal, Forbes, just very, very large sources which are actively acknowledging an exchange which is actively acknowledging Dogecoin. So that's the way this system works. I think it's absolutely awesome. Now, if we take a look at a second option here, is Etoro. Etoro is another recent one. In Etoro, we see these advertisements all the time. It's got Alec Baldwin on all the commercials and stuff. And Etoro is again another. I think a lot of older people are using Etoro. I don't think this is popular among younger generation, but I think a lot of older people are using Etoro. And this is a very kind of not so nice. Sort of interface here. I don't really like the way this looks, and I don't think eToro, again, is particularly popular among maybe Robinhood fans or maybe the average crypto investor. But, again, they have a decent amount of market share. They don't have, a ton. It's nothing fantastic, but it's certainly a start. It is certainly a start. And, again, Doge being listed on here in comparison with, tons of other cryptos and other coins. It's just fantastic, man. And again, what we're seeing here is a widespread legitimacy, a widespread shift towards the widespread adoption of a currency which we've been told for so long is just a joke, is just a meme. And on top of all that, it has an unlimited supply and it's not worth anything and it's being pumped by Elon Musk and blah, blah, blah. We've been hearing about this for so long, and in the end, it seems to really mean nothing. It seems to really mean nothing, and it's funny because Alec Baldwin, who does these commercials on for eToro, is for a while was on Saturday Night Live, and now Elon Musk is going to go to Saturday Night Live, which I think is kind of an interesting thing. And again, the anticipation for him appearing there really has been fueling a lot of this rise. And again, you look at, like I talked about in one of my previous videos, you look at when this exponential sort of rocket started here, around, the wee hours of the morning on the 4th, we're looking at something that right after this announcement that he's going to appear there, we see just a continuous rocket up. It's where, again, it's established. Again, it hasn't really tested support. It's hard to say, it's established line support. Again, we have a lot longer time periods here to really check and see. Really, again, 30 cents has been kind of the baseline. Again, we see a little bit of a dip here, but, it sort of reclaims this 30 cent sort of line here. And again, same thing over here back in the middle of April. Again, this 30 cent line is kind of where it's hanging out for a while, and it reestablishes that line. But, when you look at this just parabolic growth, it's really hard to tell. And again, I have a couple of suspicions. Like I said, my current suspicion, at least, is that 55 cents is going to be sort of the new little support region here. After this little dip, after this little run here ends, it might dip down to 55 again and hang out here. But will it ever go back down to 20 cents, 30 cents? I don't know. And at the moment, I really don't think so. Like I said, the dollar trajectory is looking absolutely inevitable, which, you could knock me over with a feather, telling me this years ago. I never would have expected this being possible. So again, eToro listing this is fantastic. A fantastic way to introduce Dogecoin to a lot, of new people, a lot larger of an audience, perhaps a different demographic group, maybe an older age group. So that's fantastic. And again, Gemini, a very respected, very reputable program with a lot of certifications and staking and all of that, as well as widespread publicity and a bunch of, nationwide, worldwide publications, as well as, their own credit card and this and that. They have a lot going for them, including just a beautiful website interface here. It is just absolutely fantastic. So wonderful to see. Hopefully Dogecoin going to $1, man. Again, if you guys want to get started trading Doge or other cryptocurrencies, use my links, either Robinhood or Coinbase, down below in the description. Coinbase does not currently offer Dogecoin, but if you want to get into Bitcoin or Ethereum or anything else, again, we both get a tiny bit of crypto if you go down below in the description. Also, again, join our Discord. Link is in the description for that as well. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.